In this slide, we will talk about infection control. Let's go through the introduction first. As a direct care staff person, an important part of your job is to protect yourself and the residents from infectious diseases. Some residents have a weakened immune system and are more vulnerable to getting infection. An important part of maintaining a safe environment is to recognize signs of infection. This section will present various ways to control and limit the spread of germs that cause infection. Germs cause illness and disease. As a direct care staff person, you will come in contact with body fluid that may contain germs such as blood, mucus, vomit, tears, urine, feces, and sweat. In order to prevent an infection from spreading, it is important to understand where germs live, how germs get to people, and how germs enter people's bodies. There are many sources of germs. These are places germs live before they infect. Sources include under the fingernails, on the skin, on the unclean surface, and in food and in water and food. There are many germs on the kitchen counter, in the bath and in the bathroom. Germs can be found almost everywhere, including in the air, on surfaces, on your hands, and in your nose. Germs can enter the body through any openings, such as your nose, mouth, or any opening, such as cuts. Okay, so now let's talk about why good hand hygiene is important. The first step is to prevent the spread of the first step to prevent the spread of infectious disease is to practice good hand washing hygiene. Hand washing seems like such an obvious thing to do, but numerous studies show that many people, including healthcare workers, often forget to wash their hands as thoroughly and frequently as they should. When to wash hands? Before and after wearing gloves, at the start of work day, and several times throughout the day. When your hands are visibly soiled, dirty, or contaminated with blood or body fluid, you should wash your hand before having direct contact with resident skin. You should wash your hand after having direct contact with resident skin, especially when the skin has wounds or is broken. You should wash your hand after assisting with toileting or changing incontinence products from the resident. You should wash your hand after using the restroom. You should wash your hand before eating. You should wash your hand before preparing food. You should wash your hand before serving food. You should wash your hand after wiping nose, sneezing, or touching the face. You should wash your hand after smoking. You should always wash your hand for at least 20 seconds. This is very important. This will help eliminate the spread of infectious diseases. As a direct care staff person, you should use gloves when there is a possibility that you will have contact with blood, other potentially infectious materials, or items and surfaces contaminated with these materials. Wear gloves to carry materials that are soiled or contaminated, and carry the material so it does not touch any other surfaces, including your clothing. It is important to dispose of soiled material as soon as possible. For example, put soiled linens directly into the designated container and not on the floor. Do not leave soiled linens on the floor even after a short time, such as while you finish making the bed. Another critical method for preventing the spread of germs is cleaning and disinfecting surfaces. Cleaning refers to washing with soap and water, and disinfecting refers to use of cleaning products that kills bacteria and other germs. Disinfection is especially important in kitchen and bathroom. Some general steps are involved in the proper cleaning and disinfection of surfaces. Number one, carefully follow directions and precautions on all cleaning products. Number two, begin by cleaning the surface thoroughly with soap and water or another cleaner. Number three, after cleaning, if you need to use a disinfectant, apply it to the area and let it stand for a few minutes or longer, following the direction on the product. Number four, wipe the surface with paper towel that can be thrown away or a cloth that will be washed immediately after. Number five, after cleaning or disinfecting, always wash hands even if you wore gloves.